Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Frost. Welcome to my GTA 5 review on the Cayo Perico heist. Yeah, that's literally it. I'm going to be reviewing the heist and everything it has to offer, you know, maybe talking about the good things, the bad things, some things I think could be changed, and I'm going to give both community opinion and my opinion, and whether it was actually a good DLC to add or not. Now, for those of you that don't have the full time to watch the video, I'm going to keep it like, I'll give you my opinion on it first, for those that don't want to watch the full video, or for those who don't have the time to. My opinion is that the heist, in theory, was a brilliant idea. In reality, it's good. Now, you're gonna think they're kind of the same, but I'm gonna explain my kind of points of views on it and explain why I feel that way. So let's begin. Okay, the first thing I feel like they fucked up on was not making the island free roam. Like, I get it, it's, you know, like a Rubio's personal island, it's got a fuck ton of guards on it, you know, the only, you know, sure you can go scope out the place, but then, you know, if you get spotted you're sent back to the start, but then it's not hard to avoid the guards, so like, you could do it free roam, but it's not free roamish, because, you know, it has nothing to do with the free roam offers, you know what I mean? You can't take your own personal vehicles over there, your weapons are stored away. It's just kinda a bit pish, you know what I mean? Of it, I do understand why they didn't make the island free roam, but so that's like kind of the weakest complaint that I've got. As I said, DLC is not in any way bad. The next complaint, I'm gonna start off with the bad things, just so we're like, yeah, we'll start off bad and then we get to the good. Let's do that. The next thing is some of the vehicles that were added. Again, in theory, brilliant ideas, executed awfully. Now, not all of them. I will admit the Toreador, is that how you used to say it? Toreador, something like that. That car is amazing, right? For those who don't know what the Toreador, I'm just gonna say Toreador. For those who don't know what the Toreador is, it is the Stromberg kinda. It's the same as the Stromberg, but better in my opinion, because it has the boost. It's faster. I believe it's faster underwater as well. And yeah, it's a submersible car like the Stromberg. It's basically the Stromberg, but better. But not by much. The Stromberg is still an amazing car. So yeah, that's kind of the. But out of the whole DLC, some of, like I said, there was some amazing cars. The Italia RSX, which isn't really special, it's just another sports car. It's a supercar, one of them. Sports supercar. That was cool, you know. But the RO86 Alkonost, that was kind of bad. It's better than the Bombushka. To be fair, that's not hard to beat, but it's probably the best big plane, even though it takes up the full hangar. And like I said, in theory, it was a cool idea, but executed poorly. And the Stealth Annihilator, again, great idea, executed poorly. That thing is, I don't want to say useless, because, you know, it's got the cool rappel feature and stealth, like the cooler, but just honestly, just buying a cooler, like, yeah, it's much more worth it. Yeah. My last complaint with the heist, and I feel like this is the biggest one, is it feels to me like it's too samey as the other heists. And I'll explain what I mean. I think I worded that poorly there. But throughout the heist history of GTA Online, I've always felt there was like something missing with them, almost. And I feel like this heist does most of that pretty well. But it has a lot of, you know, I don't know how you describe it properly. It has a lot of cons, I feel like. In the finale and all the prep missions, they feel kind of samey. And I feel like that was the problem the original heist had, because there was no real different way to go around it. Think about this, right? When you think of the original Heist, you think of it's the same thing over and over and over again, right? There's no difference between them. The only difference would be who you play with, and even then that might not be the case because you might have like a crew to play with. That was the original Heist, right? And then you had the Doomsday Heist, which I feel like is I don't know. Again, a lot of the prep missions feel a bit samey, and this same heist has the exact same problem, is that it feels too samey. The only heist I can congratulate on not doing that is the casino heist. Because with the casino heist, you've got 3 options to go from always. You've got loud, stealth, and you've got disguise. That was it. Yeah. There's different names for them obviously, but those are basically what they are, right? You've got the loud, you've got the stealth, you've got the disguise, right? Now, okay, sure, if you do the same, if you choose the same option over and over again, sure, they're samey, right? You could argue that's a complaint. But, right, this heist, it reminds me too much of the original Heist for me to congratulate it. I'll explain what I mean. It doesn't have the kind of optional things like the casino heist, right? There's no... You can go loud, sure, you can go silent, but like, you have to do the same preps no matter what you do, right? The only different preps you can do per heist is the vehicles. And even then, once you play the heist, however many times you figure out whichever one you like using, that's going to get boring, right? It doesn't have the difficulty aspect that the Doomsday Heist brought in. And that could be, you know, seen both ways, as both good and bad. I personally think it's, I don't know, the Doomsday was fun for the reason it was hard, in my opinion, right? Kind of like the Dark Souls games. You're infuriated by it, but that's what makes it fun at the end of the day. Once you complete it, it feels like a huge relief. The Doomsday Heist was hard, and you know, I think most people that played it, especially the episode 3 finale, would agree with me on that. And the original heists, well, they're basically irrelevant at this point, unless you're a new player. Or there's like double money on them, so no one really does them anymore. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, I feel like I've ranted enough about the bad things. I'm gonna get into the good things this heist done. And I've seen a lot of community points of view on this one, and I wanted to give my kind of opinion on it. But I do feel like it's a step in the right direction that Rockstar decided to make the Cayo Perico, you know, a solo playable heist. It could be a... Right, okay. I'll explain what I mean. I think it's a step in the right direction because heists have always been, for the past 3, they've always been as a team, right? For the original heist, you always had 4 or 2 in the Fleece a Job, but yeah, it was always 4. And then the Doomsday Heist came along where you had to have 2 people, you and someone else. You could have more, but the minimum was 2. And the same with the casino heist, you had to have 2 people to do whatever, you know, option you picked. This one, it upped the game a little and did it for solo players, which was nice because obviously not everyone has friends to play with, and not everyone likes playing with randoms. So that, I feel like, is a step in the right direction. However, I feel like it should be maybe like a one-off kind of thing. And the reason I say that is because, well, if every heist just becomes solo, like available to solo players, sure, then everyone can partake in it. But that kind of like, not ruins it, but it kind of, you know, it takes away the feeling of doing it with a team. Whether it be randoms or a group of friends or whatever, right? I don't think anyone that's done a team, done a heist, sorry, with the last three, let's go with that. In the last three heist updates, anyone that's completed it, whether it be a hard difficulty or just completing it regularly, will agree that with a team, sure it can be challenging, especially if they're not communicating, but it's worth it. With this, it's worth it, sure, but, you know, it's just a bit, it's probably the weakest complaint I've got, other than the one I mentioned like right at the start of the video. But yeah, I don't know. Ultimately, I couldn't care less if the heists are solo or not. But I know a lot of people who want them to be solo from here on out if Rockstar decide to add any more. Some people don't. It's just kind of personal opinion when it comes to that. And I will say about the solo is, what I will say about the solo is it's very good for a solo player, right? It's the easiest, easiest money making way for a solo player, because even if it's just like on your first playthrough ever, right, you are bound to get 1.1 million if you finish the heist, right? That is if you don't take anything else. If you don't take, you know, any of the like spares like the cocaine or the paintings or the cash and all that, you are bound to at least get the main objective, which on your first playthrough is the files, which are 1.1 million, right? That is a good way to make money, and for about an hour's worth of work, including both prep and heist, right? Maybe about an hour and a half at most. But for an hour and a half worth of work, 1.1 million is amazing. Now obviously you've got the, you know, what's his name again? The submarine captain, I forgot his name. Is it Pavlov? Oh Christ. The one that calls you Capitan, right? I love him, but I forgot his name. I've not played GTA in a while, right? Give me a break. Anyway, him, right? But I do like that he doesn't take such a large amount of money. It's always kind of short, which is nice, you know. If he took like half the money, that'd be a bit unfair. But he takes like a small amount, which I'm fine with. Kind of like Tony in the nightclub, which I also like, so, you know, doesn't bother me much. But yeah, it's an amazing way to make money, even if you don't grab, like, you know, the extras. Oh, another complaint before this video X's is it's really annoying, you know, having to go, not like going back to the island to scope it out, but it's annoying how every time you go, the things change. So like on your first playthrough you might have like a shit ton of golden paintings and like cocaine, and then in your second playthrough it's a shit ton of cash and weed and all that. So like if you played it, if you went back with a team expecting to make more money, that's a bit kind of, you know, you know, it's not exactly good because the amount of money you can make each time changes. However, the base price of most of the kind of items you're meant to steal, as I said, the cocaine stuff is optional. But for the base price of the kind of things, it's amazing. Plus you've got the safe in Rubio's office, which normally gives you quite a decent amount of money. It's not the best, but you know, not the worst either. You know, it's extra money and it doesn't fill up any space in your bag, so it's great. If anyone complains about that, what is wrong with you? I probably rambled long enough that your ears are probably hurting from my voice now. If you made it this far in the video, congratulations. Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Do you have any more cons and pros of the heist? Do we disagree on anything? Yeah, let me know in the comments. On my Discord, link in the description by the way. Yeah, pretty much that's gonna be all from me. My final opinion, as I said, is I did like the heist. It's not bad. It's great for solo players. And the base price alone is great. Yeah guys, that's going to be all from me. Hopefully you did enjoy this one. Peace.